Well, hello everybody. Now that the hood's in place, the grill shell's in place, I can start working on positioning my headlights. I have 3 light bars that I have to work with. 2 of them are the steel Model A ones, the other one's a stainless steel Model A. I bought some reproduction headlights that have the blinkers on. They're kind of like copycat VLCs. I got them from Speedway, but they're made or distributed by United Pacific. Pretty nice lights. I'm going to take this metal off and put cloth on there, but anyway. So I'll be using those. And some of my thoughts about putting the lights on are that it is a hot rod, and more than likely I'll be pulling the engine out, a few times, and I'd like to make that as easy as possible. So my thoughts are, if I incorporated the lights into a bar that went all the way across, every time I took the radiator off and the hood off to pull my motor out, I'd have to take the headlights off. I don't really want to do that. I think a simpler way would be to take one of these Model A light bars here and just cut a section about that much of it out, weld it onto the top of my shock mount so the headlight is right here. And when I do the wiring, I can go in underneath the cross member. So if I have to pull my engine, radiator, whatever, I don't have to mess with the headlights. I can just take this nut off. Once I think once I get the headlights on, I am going to take this stainless steel bar and make it like a spreader bar from shock mount to shock mount. So all I would have to do is to remove the top nuts on each shock, move that bar out of the way, remove the shell, the radiator, the hood, pull that motor straight out. Headlights will still be in position. Pretty easy. So I think that's the plan. I just have to figure out, the distance and the height and stuff. But I think it's just going to go straight across. Basically, cut it here, weld it to my shock mount, mount the headlights. Boom, headlights will be right there. Easy peasy. And I think they'll be in the right position. So that's what I'm going to shoot for. Well, after looking at it a little bit more, I went ahead and marked 3 inches on this side, because if I cut it here and mount it, the slope will be up to the headlight mounting ring. If I did it here, slope would be down, so I don't want that. So I'm doing it on this side. Alright, well, that one's tacked in place right now. I like the height. I like how it comes off the shock mount. The only thing I'm not quite sure about is the distance from the grill shell to the headlight. Maybe it could be the headlight a little bit closer to the grill shell. I don't know though, it looks pretty good that way. The only reason why I say that is when you come to the back and you look at it from the back, I'm worried that with the headlights sticking out that far, that there'll be vibration there. But it's really not that far. It gives me enough clearance for my hood to fit my hand in there to lift that hook up pretty good, but it could come in like a ½ inch maybe. Not sure, gonna have to look at it a little more. Lined up pretty good there. I like the way that looks. that looks. I like it. It's not that far. Alright, well there it is, a ½ inch closer towards the grill shell. And I think that makes it slightly better. From the back, I think it looks better from the back. That arm is much shorter now. So I think it flows a little bit better. It's not sticking out so much. Gives me enough room for my hood, my hands. I think that's a pretty good position. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Now I just got to match the other side. Alright, well there they are. I just have them tack welded right now. I'm going to have to take the headlights off and do some final welding, but got them on there. Alright, so I got the mounts all painted up. While I was at it, I painted my start solenoid mount bracket and my throttle pedal assembly. There they are installed. Don't look too bad. Alright, there's the final install. I still have to adjust them, but that will come later once the car is running and I have electricity and everything going. But anyway, I like the way they came out, especially like the view when you're down low like this. That looks pretty cool. They're even and pretty nice. The blinkers are a little bit behind the shell, but I think when you're at a four-way intersection, the person on your left will still be able to see that blinker. So I think that's fine. I just didn't want the headlights sticking way out. I like them kind of pushed back a little bit, more even with the grill shell. I think it's a little bit cleaner look, but you know, everybody has their own style or taste. So I like the way they came out. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.